I heard about the benefits of quitting social media, where your attention span is greater than somebody watching TikTok. I was tired of distracting myself and I want to be more in the present. When I opened Instagram, I would always feel like everyone were doing their thing, which raised my anxiety, even though I knew people are just posting pictures on their good days. Instagram really made me feel below everybody else, because you suddenly see friends in clubs with girls and parties, while I'm in my underwear making YouTube videos at my parents' house and trying to figure shit out at 23 years old, what I was meant for or how to find fulfillment. Because man, I have never felt so lost after I finished university. That's when I decided to delete all social media except YouTube. I felt like I needed YouTube to receive educational content. I even held on to Reddit for a while before I was honest enough with myself to get rid of that too. But during this time, I'd been talking shit to my friends watching TikTok. I'll be honest, I even looked down on people watching TikTok because I felt like they were NPCs. One time I was talking to my friend and he mentioned that he watches TikTok all the time, and I was so surprised. He was watching it while he was in the bed, he was watching it while watching a TV show, he was always watching it, even when he was eating. And I was like, why would you destroy your attention span like that? And then I realized that I can't even eat without watching YouTube. I've been meditating for a year now and I found this really problematic. I felt like a hypocrite because this addiction to TikTok is the same addiction I have to YouTube. Don't get me wrong, YouTube has great educational content if you look at the right places. But I would sometimes end up somewhere weird when I keep watching and watching. I would even end up at these Sigma male edits with Patrick Bateman, which was really completely useless for me. I realized this a couple of weeks ago when I noticed that I was not fulfilled in life. I want to be completely offline to find myself because I didn't know what was my purpose. I would always hear about people going to hiking in the woods for several days. That's where you actually find yourself. When you're still within yourself and your dopamine levels are not fried because you're not getting sensory information, that's when it will be revealed your core's purpose. What's making it easier for me to stay offline from YouTube is to limit yourself for only 1 hour a day on your phone. That has really helped for me. Even keeping my phone in another room, so when I get a notification it doesn't kill my focus. If I ever need YouTube for a tutorial, I make sure that's the only thing I watch, but I sometimes would fail because it's too tempting when a good thumbnail shows up. I'm considering getting a YouTube blocker to make it easier for me. I limit YouTube when I'm eating to be mindful when I eat, because you have to learn to be okay with being bored and just eating. I feel like the core of social media problem is that we are all scared of being bored. We try to distract ourselves time and time again, which is not surprising. That's not healthy. Instead, I fill my days with walks outside to go completely offline. Of course, there are days where I don't feel like it, but then I just make sure I get 10 minutes. I also make sure to at least meditate 5 minutes a day to be present. That is to enhance my focus. If you criticize others like I did for using apps like TikTok, I would try and stop doing that because they know they're addicted and they know it's bad for their attention span. It's hard for them to stop. It's even harder for them because they're not open for self-improvement. And the worst thing you could do is try and give them advice on self-improvement, because when you do that, they will just show more resistance or they will start pretending to listen to you. Sometimes it even ends up in a debate where it just gets messy. Someday they will be open to do something about it, try self-improvement, and then they will be open for the information and they will fix it for themselves. They just have to be ready, just like you're ready to receive this information. If you're struggling like I did before with fulfillment and need a realistic steps in your life, watch this video that's popping up right now.